What the GOP was really saying was that the recent uptick in American prosperity was here to stay.
Back in the 1930s, when Tyson Foods got into business, chicken was like a luxury meat. It was like lobster, you know? You had chicken on Sunday night.
But when Tyson got in the game, it streamlined production and prices fell year by year.
Skin texture. Did you know that poultry is the nation's third largest agricultural crop? A $3 billion business? Pretty chicks? Yes, sir.
This animal happened to be very adaptable to the conditions of industrial production. You could stack the eggs on trays, you could heat them and raise literally millions of chicks.
Do the chickens miss scratching in the barnyard? Probably not. They've never known any other life but this.
You could pack them into crates and then put them in a building where the temperature was controlled perfectly and the feed was formulated perfectly to make these animals gain as much weight as possible in as little time as possible. They've got automated feeders, automated watering systems. I mean, we're really talking about mid-sized food factories.
The chicken of tomorrow, a broad-breasted bird with bigger drumsticks, plumper thighs, and layers of white meat. Yes, sir. Make mine chicken.
Chris Leonard spent nearly a decade reporting on agribusiness for the Associated Press. His book, The Meat Racket, exposed the dark side of America's food business.
The thing that struck me was how overwhelmingly powerful this company was. In this town of Waldron, there was an enormous Tyson Foods chicken plant that processed about 1 million birds a week. Out in the hillsides around it, you had dozens of farmers all working under contract for this company. You know, we think about farmers as this stubbornly independent bunch, but what I saw when I went down there was overwhelming and pervasive fear. People were afraid to talk to me as a reporter in their front yard on a farm in the middle of nowhere. I just thought to myself, how could one firm have so much power over this entire region? And you know, the story behind that is the story of corporate consolidation and the rise of monopolies. And Tyson Foods has been behind that story for decades.
At Tyson, we're doing our best.
Golden, crispy Tyson chicken chunks.
Just for you.
Today, Tyson Food is the leading producer of chicken, beef, and pork, controlling as much as 20% of the market. In the U.S., it's estimated 1 in every 5 bites of meat is of an animal owned by Tyson.
The majority of the meat that Tyson Foods sells doesn't carry a label. This is the meat that we eat at cafeterias, in schools, out at restaurants, in nursing homes, the rotisserie chicken at the grocery store.
Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot.
The industrialization of livestock farming has been cruel to the animals, but it's also had a devastating impact on the farmers.
These farmers who are working as sharecroppers in a way for the company, they don't really own anything.
You go to